Hey, what's up, guys? It's your host, Tiger Eye Cosplay, and you're watching Nerdosity. Hey, what's up, guys? You're watching Nerdosity, and I'm coming back at you with a new episode on my channel. Yes, episode, because I'm fancy and I like it. But today, we're doing a top 10 list. I'm doing this new segment on my channel called Top Lists of Nerdosity, where I get to do lists of different things, whether it be top 10s, top 5s, top 6.5s. I don't know what that comes in, but we could. Of different things in my geeky culture that I love and want to do lists on. For instance, the holidays are coming up, so you know, mistletoes are coming in where you get to get underneath it and kiss and stuff like that. So this list will be the top 10 cartoon couples in TV shows. We're gonna get into it, but first, the rules. Let's get to that. Okay, now that we're back, without further ado, we're starting off with number 10, which is Mac and Jody from the TV show Daria. Now, Daria was a revolutionary cartoon, yes, I know. It was amazing. It was cynical, it was dark, it was just funny, oh, it was great, and it was super relatable as well. But out of the couples that were in this show, I liked Mac and Jody the best. From the characters, Mac and Jody was a breath of fresh air, especially for the shows back then. We always got the black couples because we never got the interracial things, but they were in their relationship because they wanted to be. They actually liked each other, which was totally apparent, but they both knew like the implications of being that token black couple and the token black kid in general anyway. Their dynamic and their talks and stuff like that were so like rich with the issues that we still have like even today, and it was great. Even though it was this great for me, it is number 10 because we never got to see them a lot ever. So coming in at number 9 is Robin and Starfire from Teen Titans. Teen Titans was an amazing superhero show that was less dark for a DC comic TV show. DC comics are always so dark and gruesome. It was still dark at times, but it was funny and light-hearted and heartwarming at the same time too. So it was a breath of fresh air for DC comics. The couple in Teen Titans, the only couple, was Robin and Starfire. It was cute. It took a while for them to get together, but then when they finally did, we got to see the kiss, we got to see the character arc and the character change and their jealousy at some points. It was cute. It was nice. Grade A. Coming in at number 8 is Kevin and Gwen from Ben 10. It was really cool to see Kevin and Gwen together. Their dynamic was great. The bad boy and the good girl, and Ben being like, why? They both had their issues at points and whatnot, but I do like the realness of it. It was nitty gritty. Kevin and Gwen, they worked really well actually. So coming in at number 7 is Scott Summers and Jean Grey from X-Men Evolution. It was the one where they were in high school or whatnot and they were just exploring their powers, getting to know what they got and everything. And Scott and Jean Grey, Cyclops and Jean Grey, we all loved their dynamic. We all knew that they were gonna get together at one point. It's totally viewed upon in like all of the X-Men stuff. This TV show was like a breath of fresh air for the X-Men. It was neat to see them in a different environment instead of being like hardcore superhero mutants. They were still in high school. They were still going through high school drama, school drama. We actually got to see like relatable things where it was just like, Scott, you're being rude right now. Jean, you're being like this sometimes. And it was just nice to see the dynamic between each and every one of these like little situations. School, fighting, at home, against other people and stuff like that. It was just really great to see them overcome these different situations and actually get together. And we all wanted it and it all happened. So it was great. Continuing on, number 6 is Fred and Daphne from Scooby-Doo. I know that they never really got together in the old Scooby-Doo cartoons. They never showed that they got together, but I think it was more or less implied that they were together. And then later on when we got to Mystery Incorporated or Mystery Inc. TV show where they were like in high school or whatever and Fred was like super dumb, they got together there. I liked that show. It was just really sad that Fred got like super dumb because he's not dumb. It wasn't my favorite Scooby-Doo show, but I did like it. It was enjoyable. Fred and Daphne, a great dynamic. They were always going off, splitting off and going into the groups and finding things. Fred was the foil to Daphne's clumsiness. Daphne was the foil to Fred's like go-to, like stick to it, only this attitude. And I liked them a lot as couples. I think that Fred and Daphne's dynamic and relationship was just so cute and wholesome, and it was just something we needed from like an old, very nice and lighthearted TV show. Number 5, Aang and Katara from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Now, it was great. We got to see them come to know each other, like each other, fight with each other, train, do everything over the span of, I don't even know how many seasons, but it was a lot. And like actually get together at the end. Like having a whole series arc and such a clean and amazing ending to a show, and having them do a relationship well at the end as well. It was just amazing. Like you can't get that a lot from cartoons and TV shows nowadays. So it was really cool to see them end the show amazingly and also make that relationship so amazing and have them kiss at the end. It was beautiful, needed, and I loved it. So now we go to 4, and we get Peter Parker and Mary Jane. I just really love Peter Parker and Mary Jane. My top favorite couple in like all superhero verse. I know that I'll contradict myself and be like a sort of a hypocrite for number 3, but in the cartoon TV shows, we don't see a lot of Mary Jane and Spider-Man's like interactions and stuff like that, which is upsetting. But I know that they have got together in these cartoon shows and they have explored their relationship. I think they did in the Spectacular Spider-Man and stuff like that. But their dynamic is sweet, but I don't remember a lot of their dynamics in cartoon shows. But they are there, and I think they deserve way more love than what people seem to give them. Now we get to number 3, where I said that I contradict myself with Kid Flash and Artemis from Young Justice. And the only reason why, because I love Marvel way more than DC. The only reason why this is number 3 is because I got to see their dynamic way more in this one, and the fact that Young Justice is an amazing cartoon TV show for DC. We got to see them flourish and come as one, being a team and like trying to explore who they are as superheroes and as kids and people. And it was just an amazing show. And being able to see Kid Flash and Artemis like come from 2 different worlds and eventually come together into such a beautiful and heartwarming relationship. Like they worked so incredibly well, and you cannot tell me otherwise. Kid Flash, spoiler alert, died, and it broke my heart when seeing Artemis and everything like that. It broke my heart. Alright, coming at you with number 2 is Tigra and Chitara from Thundercats. Now, not the old Thundercats, but the new 2000, I think, 10 Thundercats one, where they have like an anime style, and it was such a good show. It was awesome. I loved it to pieces, but they ended it in the middle of the season where it was like on a cliffhanger where they were going to fight Mumra, but then they lost funding and completely ended it, and I was devastated. Because for one, I was so into the show, like I was committed at this point, and then they get to a cliffhanger and they just end it. They had cool anime aspects to it, like the art style was amazing. They shut Snarf up, so that was good. The character arcs, it was to die for. It was amazing. The thing that they explored to a T was Tigra and Chitara's relationship. They got together in the show and it was so cute. Like you thought it was gonna go the way where Lion-O, our main character, was gonna get with Chitara because he liked her. It was just crazy to see like a secondary character that we didn't think much about beforehand because he wasn't the main person of the show. It was cool to see her fall in love with him because of an act of kindness that he did long beforehand. So they both had loved each other way before the events of this show actually started, and then they actually cultivated it later. Now, the moment you have all been waiting for. Number 1 is Danny and Sam from Danny Phantom. Now, Danny Phantom was an amazing show. I loved it because it was not reliant on fart jokes like the cartoons with that art style in that time was prone to do. It was actually really smart, really collected, and the fight scenes were amazing. The thing that we always wanted to happen was Sam and Danny getting together because we could see the tension between them. We could see that they were going in that direction where they both liked each other and whatnot. But then we had Paulina get in the way, and that guy named Gregor for like one episode get in the way, and the black girl, I think her name was Valerie, get in the way. It was really nice to see the other side of her and getting to know her and having her to have a redemption. But we all loved the concept of Danny and Sam until finally, at the end, they finally get together, because we had waited so long that we were all just like, oh, they kissed, they finally kissed, yes, they're together. And that's it. That is my top 10 list of cartoon couples and TV shows, the best cartoon couples. Do you agree with me? Make sure you comment below telling me which ones you agree with, which ones you don't. If you think someone should have been on there, let me know. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe for more, because I make videos every Friday, but then you're like, oh, dude, but this one's coming out on Wednesday. Yes, I know, because I'm going to try to integrate myself into the Wednesday, Friday sort of thing to give you guys 2 videos each week. And I hope that you guys will stick around for more, because Friday I'm coming at you with the top 10 ships. Top 10 cartoon TV show ships. So make sure you stick around. Thank you so much for watching. You've been watching Nerdosity, and I'll see you next time.